everybody, I think I know
Unity
pretty
is a-
much everybody in here. So today we want to talk about communities today. So first of all, can I get here? Can you hand these out for me, please? Sure. All right. So does anybody know anything about community life? What can you tell me about community? Neighbors, okay, good, good. Charlie, what about community? Excuse me. Okay, thank you, go ahead. Pick up trash and stuff in the area, good. Okay, Carlos. I'm sorry, where's that? Right, take where they work. Right, exactly, right. So that's good. So I think everybody you're pretty much familiar with what a community is. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to watch something about community. This is a little different. And then we are going to talk about a little bit more about the community. All right? Okay. So, are you ready? Oh, hang on. So, you don't need this right now. I'm just handing this out, but you will need it after all of this. So. Okay. Okay, so let's. Okay,
A community is a place where people live,
closed.
work, and have fun together. There are different types of communities. Do you know what they are? There are rural communities, suburban communities, and urban communities. Every community is unique, but in each one, the people care about safety and help each other. Today, Casey's going to take us on a tour of 3 different communities in Arizona. Our first stop is his grandparents' house out in the country.
Rural communities like this are in the countryside. The towns are smaller. Many people in rural communities live and work on farms.
Farmers do a lot of work in rural communities. They have to take care of all the animals and work the land to grow crops.
People everywhere depend on rural communities for fresh fruits and vegetables.
Casey's right. Things like corn, carrots, peaches, and even potatoes all come from farms like Casey's grandparents. There are fewer homes out here, so there are fewer people.
Rural communities have smaller populations, but the people here depend on other communities too.
People in rural communities rely on larger communities for things they need. Many smaller, rural towns don't have shopping malls or large grocery stores. Rural residents must visit cities to find those things. What kind of community is found in the city? An urban community. People who live in urban areas love the convenience of everything being so close.
Living in the city means everything's close by. Where you eat, where you play, where you shop, where you live. It's all right here.
Busy streets, museums, parks, apartment buildings, buses, trains, and skyscrapers are found in urban communities.
How lovely stores.
Casey likes to come to the city with his mom. They enjoy shopping, sightseeing, and people watching. The city is a busy place.
Lots of people come in and out of the city every day. Public transportation is an easy way to get around. Hurry, Mom, we'll miss the train.
People also get in and out of the city by driving their own cars. The streets in the city can get pretty crowded. If you're coming to the city, you have to remember to be patient. Casey lives in a suburban neighborhood. Suburban neighborhoods have the conveniences of the city, but the houses are bigger and there's more space than in the city.
Lots of houses and yards can be found in suburban communities.
The population in the suburbs is less than the city, but more than in rural areas. Like city folks, people in suburban areas like to have everything they need pretty close by.
Libraries, stores, shops, and neighborhood parks are also found here.
Another thing that's close in suburban communities is highways. Many people use highways and interstates to get in and out of the city.
Suburban communities are located close to large cities. Chandler, Arizona is only about 25 miles from Phoenix, but this suburban neighborhood is very different from the big city.
Every community is different, but each one has people who work together and make their community a better place. A good community is one that meets your likes and needs. If you like a lot of space, animals, and farming, then a good community for you is a rural area. If you like a neighborhood with lots of houses and yards, you might like a suburban neighborhood. But if you want to be right in the middle of all the action, then an urban community would be perfect for you. As for Casey, he liked all three communities. What do you think makes a good community?
All right, great. So, what makes a good community? Can you turn off the hallway because I'm gonna need to use the board. So we turn. Yeah. What makes a good community?
Picking up trash.
Picking up trash. Okay. All right. Okay. So anybody else? What makes a good community? Okay. What makes a good community? A lot of people, right? Okay, but we're talking about 3 different kind of communities. So let's go over the communities.
Urban.
So what is a community again?
A place where people work and live their lives.
Right. They live their lives.
They work.
Right.
Wait,
So but we have okay. So we
Wait,
know
Miss
what
Wiltshire.
community is.
that's not a. Use the blue one.
That's not okay. There's blue one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. Should I erase it over here? All right. So we'll make it. Okay. So again, Cam, what did you say a community is?
A place where people work and live with other people.
Okay, good. So we know it's a place where people work, they live with people. Okay, so there are 3 types of community that they were talking about. So let's talk about the 3 types of communities. What was the 3 types of communities? Okay. Urban. Suburban. Suburban is one type of community. Okay, what's another kind of type of community, Carlos? Urban. And what's the other kind of community?
Rural.
Okay, rural. Okay, rural. Okay, good. Okay. So we have 3 kinds of communities. So can we, rural, does anybody know what rural community is then? Rural? What's the rural community? I'm sorry? The countryside. So the countryside with horses and all that, you way out in the country. What about suburban?
City.
It's not really city. What is it? Is what? Everything is what? Everything is close. Okay, I'm sorry. Zainab?
Like Lancaster and Red Lion.
Okay.
We have a suburban in New York too.
Yeah, but everything, basically, everything is close, like you said. But it's not city, but it's close. The houses are bigger, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And what about urban? Okay, what about urban community?
City.
City, okay. And so basically, where do we live? Because
We
live in
live in the city,
city.
but it's close to the county.
It's close, but we live in the city. Our school is in which one? Urban. No, our school, this school. Okay, in the school district, I'm talking about the school district. Our school district, is it a city district? Yes, it's a city district. So it would be considered urban, okay? Because
The suburban is in the county.
all of our schools, right, exactly. Suburban would be in the county. But all of our schools, okay, in the school district of the city of York, city, that's the key, it's urban. So these are the 3 types of cities. So, okay, so that's good, the 3 types of cities. So, who lives, okay, quick question, so we can just ask some quick questions on it. Who lives in the community?
People.
People, thank you. Can you guys raise your hand up, please? Don't just get up. So people live in the community. Why do people live in the community? Why do people live in the community? Okay, people, good. She said people live in the community. They live, why do they live? For shelter. Okay, and that's really good. Okay, why? So who, why? Okay, question. What happens in the community?
The thing that happens in the community is that you get food, you make sure you're healthy, and you have to help other people.
Okay, so you have to help other people, okay? All right, okay. So where, again, question again, where do we have communities?
The cities and the county.
The city and the county and even rural. Okay, so like Zainab, when you were talking about Lancaster County, okay, Lancaster County, that's real rural. Because if you've ever been out to Lancaster County, how many people have been out to Lancaster County? How many people have been to Shady Maples? Shady Maple Restaurant. Okay, so if you go out to Shady Maple, what is that considered?
A restaurant.
No, what is that? Like, it's a restaurant. But what kind of community out there?
It's in the rural.
Rural, right? It's in rural. Because what do you see out there?
Nothing.
What do you see? Who said nothing?
Me.
He said nothing. Okay, what else do you see?
Lots of Amish farms.
Lots of Amish farms. Zainab.
Nothing. And then the Maples, the restaurant.
Okay, can I please just have one at a time, please? Okay, go ahead.
This is the store.
Okay, so the gift shops.
Yeah, they have like a lot of like the restaurant.
Yeah, right, exactly. But as you're riding along to get there, you see a lot, Charlie.
Or a lot of houses, like a lot of people on horse.
Right, you see a lot of people riding bikes, and you see a lot of land. So those are the different kind of communities. Okay, great. So this is really good then that we know about communities. And so now, what we want to talk about, we want to move on from communities, and we want to talk about what our opinion might be. We're going to do a writing assignment, yes. But
Yeah, we
before
gotta talk about
but
Oreos.
Before we do, okay, excuse me, okay, can I get your attention, please? So before we even think about writing though, we want to talk about opinion. What is an opinion? What do we do with an opinion? What's an opinion? Okay, excuse me. First of all, I'm asking you to please raise your hand, okay? So go ahead, please. Because I won't acknowledge you unless you raise your hand.
So one person thinks about one thing and then you think about a different thing that.
Exactly. So one person thinks about one thing, but then somebody else thinks about something else.
It's like a debate.
Like, okay, good, like a debate. Okay, great. So what I want us to do is to read this story briefly on zoos. This is somebody's opinion on zoos, how zoos should be closed. So we want to read this, and I need to get some volunteers to read. So Nada, can you start off by reading the first paragraph? Okay, everybody else, can you please follow along? And then we're going to talk about this. Okay? Whoever's singing, can you please stop? Okay, go ahead, please. her opinion. Can you continue on for me, please, on the next paragraph? Of staring.
Staring is definitely not running
Ruin it, yeah.
the lion's life. You might also say that the lion is far from capture and looking at it would not hurt. That's true, but doing that is giving lion food so it can support itself.
Okay, great. Charlie, can you finish up for us, please?
I think it would be fine if people made food for animals to live if they were hurt or sick. It would be good since they could not survive in the wild. People could still look at them differently. The animals should be given a larger space as they get to the zoo.
Okay, thank you. And you'll see, this is actually, a teacher had graded this, so that's why you see the A on here. But this is all this person's opinion about the zoo and how the zoo should be closed. So based on this, we want to do a little writing assignment. No, we're not going to go through the whole thing today, but we are going to at least start on the writing assignment. So the first thing I want us to do is, because we need to discuss, we need to look at some of our facts, we need to have some ideas before we can even write, okay? So what's going to be our opinion? What are we going to write about? So the main thing we're going to write about is about which community is the best to live in. And we'll talk some more about that. Not right now. Can we have Miss Misty for a minute, please? So, we need to divide up into groups, 3 groups. So we're going to have a rural group, a city group, and a suburban group. So excuse me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start here, and first you're going to be rural, okay? And what we're going to do, so you're going to be rural, you're going to be suburban, you're going to be city, okay? So can I get you 3 to stand up? Rural over here, suburban here, okay, and urban, which is city, you're going to be here. So, all right. So you are going to be, so then next, we need 3. So what I'm going to do is, can I ask you to help me pick? Okay, so we're going to pick. We know it's how many students in here? 24, right? So if it's 24 students, and we're going to be divided into 3 groups. How many students? 8, that's right. So we have to have 8 students in each. So can we quickly see if we can use, so these are going to be our captains, okay? So you're going to be urban captain. Excuse me. Urban, that's not nice. You're the urban captain. What's your name? Because I don't know your name. Neilani. Okay, Neilani. Okay, so Neilani, you're going to be urban, right? Okay. Suburban?
Johnny.
Okay, and you're going to be urban. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She's urban. You're suburban, and you're going to be rural.
You mean
Okay. So, do you want to go ahead and pick a student? Okay, so Nyla, come on over. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see if we can do this quickly. Can you pick us a Julie? Okay. Can you come over here? You can face them so you can know who you're going to pick. Okay. Pick a student. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, pick a student. Let's see. Okay, Tiasha. Okay, pick a student. Daniel. Okay, come over. Pick a student, please. Okay, Carlos. Okay. Next, pick a student. Ailani, come on over. Okay, next. Rashad, okay. I can do this. All right. Come on, Rashad, let's go. Okay, pick a student. Pick a student. Kylie, pick a student, please. Okay. are a non-group. There's no non-group. There's only 3 groups. Okay. Okay, pick a student. Okay. Kylie, okay, pick a student. Who? Okay, come on.
Why are you doing
Kylie, pick a student, please. Kylie, pick a student, please. Okay. All right, pick a student. We need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Pick a student. Pick a student.
Don't pick me.
Pick a student. Pick a student. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have just a few more. Come on. Okay, go ahead, pick another student. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more in each. Okay, 6. Okay. All right. Come on over. Okay, so who else is left? Pick a student. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's 6? Jerry, I'm coming over. Okay. All right. Who else do we have? Okay, Connie, how many do you have? Please come on over here. This is for the purpose. Thank you very much. Okay, this group, Connie, how many people do you have?
Carlos,
Carlos, come on. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more students. Can you pick a student, please? Okay, Carlos has already been picked, right? Carlos has already been picked.
and Jason.
Okay, who else has been picked? Has Zaynab been picked? Has Zaynab been picked? Somebody pick Zaynab, please. Let's go. Okay, go on over. You have 8. Okay. All right. All right. So have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah, sit around here. Have a seat.
People who don't participate in this do not do the snowman tree at the end of the day. You have to participate.
Okay. One group
This
is
is too
over
much
here.
writing. There's 3 pages of writing.
One group over here.
No, we got 2 monsters. Only the people that's at the table can
We
come
only have 2 more people because some people choose not to do this. And like you said, okay, class.
I said she can write everything
Please
in her
have a
book.
seat. Thank you.
I
If you
said she's gonna
choose
write-
not to, well, what did Miss Collins said is gonna happen later?
Oreos.
Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, are you ready? Let's move on.
Can I write this down in Google Docs?
Make sure you have your pen with you.
Google Docs. Don't throw it back on the
Okay.
Can we do it on Google Docs?
Again, okay. Group. Where's our suburban group and our urban group? Okay.
I forgot what group we were.
All right. So what I want you guys to do for a few minutes, can I have your attention, please? Okay. We're just going to go with whoever is in the group. If you choose not to be in the group, that's up to you. Okay? But there will be consequences for it. So, all right, let's continue on. Okay, so what I want you to do is to be able to use your, before we do anything, okay? Before we even look at the second sheet, you need to take a little bit of notes. So on the back, I would just do it on the back of Zeus Should Close the Story.
No,
Take
I
some-
want to slide.
Can I give the instructions, please?
No.
Okay. listen up.
And I don't see.
So, what you're gonna do is, you are gonna take some notes in your group, okay? You're gonna discuss in your group what it is to live in a suburban group, what it is to live in a rural group, what it is to live in an urban group. What are the things that are in those different groups? So I want you to take about 5 minutes and take some notes. If you need to look anything up, that's why you have your laptop, you can look it up. All right? So I'm giving you 5 minutes. Yes, I'm going to restart. So just look up Urban, U-R-B-A-N. So all you're going to do is just do a search for Urban Community.
This is your computer.
You don't even know the password.
No, I
You don't have to use the password of the user. It's only just change it back on here and then the automatic will go away. Okay?
No.
Because he has no rules.
Okay, they're urban.
So you
Okay,
can't use
so
them.
Nada's group is urban. Caleb's
Jason.
is and Rashard, your group is what?
What?
What's your group? Suburban. Okay. All right.
Can someone
So I'm gonna put R from suburban.
about suburban?
Okay.
Notes about
And Nyla, urban.
No,
and-
Bruce is looking up.
So you got about 5 minutes. Okay, you don't have to do anything with this yet. What I want you to do right now is just take some notes. Take some notes. Talk about it in your group. What it is to live in a suburban based on what we saw. And take some notes. What is it to live in a rural community? What is it to live in an urban community? What kind of things are you going to see in each? Remember we watched a video on this? So what makes up a community? So you got about 5 minutes. And the purpose is to work as a group. Okay? So let me talk to my two friends here.
Okay, what is it? What does it say?
My two friends here. Why would you cooperate?
I'm ready to go.
What?
I can't. You see it?
I wish I could freeze it on this computer.
I can't see it.
I was trying to write it in.
Okay, which group do you normally work in? Who do you normally work with? You work with anybody in any groups? At any time? Any partners? You don't work with any partners at all? Why not? So you don't like working with people, period? But you're living in a community, school is a community, right? So we have to work together in a community. Okay, worry about yourself, yeah, but you're also working in a community. Alright, so I know that your mom, she knows me. If she heard today that I was doing this and that you wanted help to me out, she wouldn't like it at all. You know that, right? She didn't. Excuse me? So, if you had your choice, which would you go to? Well, alrighty. Thank you. Thank you, folks.
Okay, I got some.
Okay, how we doing?
Good for you. You don't need it.
Any notes?
You got several. You got 7. You got 7 stars.
You're supposed to curse for me.
Okay, about 3 more minutes.
What?
And then we have to move on. I see people working as a group, and then I see people working individually.
There you go. That's
Okay, so then just, what are some of the things, what are some of the things that happen in suburban communities? What is, like, describe it. Describe it. You got animals, right? Okay, so describe it.
He spelled server.
So how's this group doing?
He's looking at images.
Images, right, for suburban, right? Suburban community.
Look at how big this suburban is.
Oh, no, if you just put right, then it looks like it's coming up as a car. You have to say suburban for the community, for the community.
Okay, I got it.
Right. Yeah, look how big that is. That's a big suburb, yeah.
Don't we have a
Good job,
suburban?
Isha, thank you, good job.
That's hard.
Thank you.
We have a suburban.
So, I don't with the laptop.
We have a suburban down there over by Queens Gate.
See, you're right, exactly.
Miss Carter, he already knows. He already knows I'm doing it.
All right, one more minute, and we're gonna move on. Good, about urban meaning city, right, there you go, there you go. We have one more minute, and then we're gonna stop where we're at, and we're gonna talk some more about it. Let's not play around with your laptops.
The rich suburban.
Did you say they're rich and suburban?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Look at how rich they are.
The houses are bigger, so they cost more.
Right, it costs more money, right?
Look at how rich they are.
That's an expansion of the city. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Okay, one more minute. One more minute, and we're gonna freeze, right?
I just found community different.